Yo, what's going on, y'all? Heard you guys were asking for the Condo tour. Part 2 is finally here. Come on, let's check it out. All right, so first off, y'all, we have the entryway. Now, this is a little small entryway. It's nothing too crazy. Over here, we have the first closet. This is where I usually keep all my jackets, outerwear stuff. And then it's a tech crib. So there's a bunch of tech just thrown out everywhere. Next up, we have a little artwork here I got as a gift. So if anybody pull up to the crib, they know I'm from Jamaica. They might want to double think if they want to do something, you know what I'm saying? So we have this right here in my birth parish. And then like, this is kind of cool detail. All my favorite numbers right here. Next up, we have the little mirror center console area. So this is where I do my last look whenever I need to go out. Check the mirror, making sure I look good. I got some incense sticks, so whenever you come, you smell the aroma, first thing first. This catch-all I got from H&M on top of the Stone Island book. And basically, I love having this here. I just dump my pockets whenever I get home, throw everything right here. So whenever I'm ready to leave, I could quickly access my wallets and then also my keys. So this is a little car key tray I picked up from Kith. So it's a BMW and Kith collab. I just store all my keys right there. I really like this. Dyson vacuum, kind of controversial spot for the vacuum, I'm not gonna lie, but I just mount it right here whenever I'm ready to clean. Don't judge me. I literally just throw everything inside here, y'all. But this is the washer and dryer. I've like, hey, we make it work over here in the Chevy HQ, man. So we have this functional little basket hanger. I could store all my little supplies, you know, when I'm ready to dust it off. I got my little duster. And literally all my bed sheets, it gets to a point where whenever I need new bed sheets, I have to be like throwing them out because I literally have no space. Next up, we have the first washroom. So this is the guest washroom. What can I say? Just a washroom. It has like a stand-up shower. And then I just have like little stuff here for my guests to wash their hands. Nothing too crazy to talk about in here. Honestly, I never ever use this area. It's just for guests. So now we're on the end of the hallway, y'all. And I know you see the shoe collection. Don't worry. We'll get to that soon. I'll talk about that. But we have to talk about the artwork here. These were gifted for me from my boy Nasheed Chroma. Make sure you guys check him out. You guys know how much I love purple, Bob Marley, representation of Jamaican culture. We have Travis Scott over to there. But yeah, that's the artwork. Before we go in the living room though, let me show you guys where the magic happens. So this is my gaming setup area. It's not too big, but decent size to get the work done. So let's start off, I guess, with all the little fandangles we have. So first off, we have this little shelf that houses all my lenses, cameras, drone equipment. This worst purchase of my life. I've never ever used this thing. I feel like I only made like 2 TikTok videos about it. But yeah, Vision Pro headset. It's just there for aesthetics at this point. This is where I usually keep all the tech items that I need to get to. So I need to do an unboxing for the Apple Watch Ultra. And sometimes I'll do unboxing here with an overhead rig and just have the product right here. And here's where I store all my tech gear again. And then here we have all the tech items. So phones that I'm reviewing, I just keep them right here. Some more phones over to this side. You guys get the idea. My life is in this right here. And then last but not least, guys, we have the desk setup. So this is where I'd come if I ever need to play games, which I never ever do. But it's really good to just come here if I ever need to work on Adobe softwares that need like motion blur. And let's quickly just talk about the peripherals real quick. So I have the Elgato key light, which I could control from my desk if I ever need to. So whenever I'm streaming, turn the light on. We have a stack monitor set up right here. This monitor is from Phantom Gaming. They sent this, it was like a pre-production model. I don't think they actually went out and make it, but I like it because it's a curved screen. Right below that, I have my Alienware monitor. OG, I had this monitor since I was in Brampton. Right down here, we have Stream Deck, Rode interface for audio, keyboard, as you guys see, the purple aesthetic. And I have 2 different peripherals for my mouse input. So I use the Logitech Superlight Pro whenever I'm gaming, and then the MX Master whenever I need to do more productive work. And as you can see, the huge PC right here, real nice setup. I feel like I'll do more detail with my PC. The case from Lian Li, you guys probably already know that. Now the main play of the game and the start of the show on this desk setup right here is the Nanoleaf pegboard desk dock. Now, this is really cool because it's essentially a 3-in-1 desk light dock. It helps to keep my desk organized and clutter-free, charges and powers all my devices, and also adds some really cool lighting effects to my desk setup. If I want to, you could turn it around and show the light show on the back. If you have controllers as well, it's a really good area to put your gaming controllers on display. So these are the hooks that it comes with, guys. And if you want to rearrange and position it, it's pretty simple. You just push it in and then you just pull it down into the little hooks that it have. And you hear that little click. What I really also like is that it comes with a desk app. So with the app, you could change the colors, you could sync it to music, and it's also functional because my mouse, for example, I have the receiver plugged in onto the side here. So it adds additional support for if you want to charge your phone, and I'm using the Type A right now for my mouse. You also have this button right here that you could cycle through the colors if you don't want to set it up with the desk. And I feel like this just adds a really nice touch to any desk setup. I personally think it's really cool. I have Nanoleaf lights all over my crib, so you know, when I saw this pegboard light, I knew I had to add it to my desk setup as well. So if you guys are interested, I'll leave the first link down below in the description to check out the Nanoleaf pegboard desk dock, and trust me, you guys won't regret it. But yeah, overall, that's the desk setup. I forgot to show you guys. This is an original iPhone 4S. So basically, if you were supposed to take all these parts out and put it together, the phone would work, which is kind of cool. But yeah, overall, that's the desk setup. And usually I'll keep like Google Nest services right around. So I have my Google Nest camera up there as a surveillance camera for the crib, and also one in the living room. Let me know what you guys think. I never ever showed this. Everybody was surprised when they seen it. But now let's go to the living room. All right, now we have the living area slash kitchen slash desk setup. First up, let's talk about the kitchen area real quick, get it out the way. This is the fridge. Every country I've visited, I just always pick up one of these fridge magnets of each city I've been to. So Dubai, Portugal, London. I haven't been to New York yet. This is the only one I haven't been to, but my friend got me this as a gift, as like a motivation. So I always tell everybody I want to go to New York, I want to go to New York. So it's gonna happen soon. Next up, we have the kitchen area. We have the little Whirlpool appliances. But one of my favorite thing right here is this kettle from Fellow. So the cool thing about this kettle is that you could literally set the temperature to the exact temperature you want. So every time you make a tea or whatever, you don't have to wait for it to cool. You know your exact temperature. To me, that's really clutch. And it also just looks very aesthetic. My favorite nuts right here, I get these from Rose Hill Summer Market. Really good snack if I'm ever feeling hungry. Off to the side, we have my Keurig. Super clutch in the morning times. These are some of my favorites. I never ever go to Tim Hortons, but I love these. If you get Keurig, try these. And then the original one I have up there. This one's fire. If you guys have a Keurig, let me know which pods you use and give me some recommendations down below in the comments, because I'm probably missing out on something. All right, now we have the shelf area. First off, I said before, we have Google Nest system right around. So I could control my thermostat right from here. I could change the time, and there's also voice control, so I could say like, hey, set thermostat to 23 degrees.
Set to 23 degrees.
So if we're supposed to go back out here, you could see that it's set to 23 degrees. And the fact that I could just do that from anywhere within the crib, if I'm feeling cold in the bed, I could just use the voice command to change it. I think that's really cool. And speaking of Google, again, this is the Nest Hub. So I could use voice commands to control everything in the crib. It displays the time. I could stream music from here. This also doubles as a security camera. So it's a nice little surveillance camera to make sure that my living room is safe and secure if I'm never here. All right, now we have to talk about the little desk setup. So I'm honestly not finished with this. I want to finish building my McLaren Lego, but I'm gonna save that for when I move. If you guys didn't know, I'm moving very, very soon. I didn't do my condo tour because I felt like I didn't get all the pieces I wanted to get. The view got blocked, so I got really demotivated. But as I'm moving in a week or so, I wanted to show you guys the last look at this condo before I move. So first off, let's talk about the top. So this is my YouTube plaque, which I got for hitting 100,000 subscribers. Really, really huge milestone for me, and like a core memory. Every time I see that, it's like a good representation of my hard work. Also, I got this award for Tech Influence of the Year in 2022. I got one in 2025 as well, the same Influence Awards, but they're like, they don't do any more physical awards, which kind of sucks. So they sent me a freaking email. We have this shoe that we got from Raptors, which is really cool. So they sent this over and I just keep it up there. But it's like a purple limited edition shoe from the Raptors for their like anniversary, 30th anniversary. I think that's pretty fire. Never wore it, so I just keep it inside this little eggshell. I think this is supposed to be like a raptor shell. Nice little attention to detail from them. And then we have this cause figures. These are not real, these are from Amazon. And then my little book collection. I don't really read these books, I just think they look really nice. The cause one is actually really good for inspiration, so sometimes I look at that. And then you also have this home furniture book, which is also really good for inspiration. This BMW one I got as a gift. And speaking about that leads on to this Kith BMW collab. I picked this one up at Kith, Technoviolet BMW M1. And you could like close and open the doors, it's functional. Looking down here, I got this when I was really thinking about buying the Porsche Cayenne. I think I might join the Porsche family soon. I don't know, I feel like if I get myself into a GT3 or something like that, that would be really cool. So I'm keeping this right here. I'm keeping it close because maybe sooner rather than later, I join the Porsche family. You never know. All right, down here we have my Marshall speaker. This candle smells really nice. It's actually from one of my boys from high school. I've known him and he started his own candle brand, so shout out to him. Actually, it smells blessed.
Damn.
It's good, right? Yeah, I really like it. I light it up a few times. This is my printer. I just felt like this was one of the nicest printers to get because if I was supposed to like remove all this paper and then fold this down, it literally just looks like a piece of like, it doesn't look like a printer. It's not like a sore thumb in the apartment, so this is why I picked this one up. And then all of this down here, guys, is just like a work in process. I'm still not finished with this entire shelf, but when I move, I'll put the final pieces together. Over this side, we just have like a fake plant and also my floor lamp. I think I got this from Structube. All my bulbs in this building is Philips Hue, so I could control them with Google Hub. Now, let's look at more detail into the living space. So this is the living area, guys. I have my Apple TV and also this couch from Rove Concepts. I'm not gonna lie, I love Rove Concepts, but I felt like this couch wasn't the most comfortable couch I've ever tried in my life, but visually, it looks amazing. The aesthetics on this couch is nice. Whenever I take pictures, everybody's wondering where this couch is from. And then I have my TV right here from Sony, which is the Sony Bravia 65-inch TV. It's the brightest TV I've ever used. I usually use Samsung Serif, but I switched over to this, never looked back. For the TV stand, I got this TV stand from Wayfair. And on top of this TV stand, I have like another Sony audio. So this is the Sony soundbar. I have the Sony subwoofer over there. And overall, this makes a really, really nice immersive sound stage. It does comes with like back front speakers that I could set up as well. But the way how my like living room area is set up, there's no way to wire the audio back there. So it couldn't work for my setup. I also have two HomePods linked up so I could use AirPlay and play audio through that. But honestly, since I got this Sony audio setup, I've never ever used the HomePods again. Behind that, we have some lighting, another incense right here I got from Home Society. And then I have my PS5 controllers. I think I already said it, but I got this TV stand from Wayfair. I feel like the colors match nicely when it comes on to linking it up with the coffee table. So this coffee table is from Structube, and I have some books on here, the typical like Tom Ford book, and also this BMW Milestones book as well, which is really nice with all the details and the future plans for BMW. I actually browsed through this book a lot of times, and I'm not gonna lie, the older BMW designs, it was just so timeless. I really wish they went back to the older designs. Especially like this i8, it's like way ahead of its time. BMW is one of my favorite brands. I just hope they go back to the designs that they usually do. This carpet I had for a minute is from IKEA. It's sold out, they don't have them anymore, but I feel like it brings a lot of color. But yeah, that's the living room setup. I really like coming here to just decompress after a long day. It's really nice to just sit back, relax and enjoy. And then whenever your boy needs to start cooking up again, we head over to the desk setup. I did a detailed review on this desk setup before, so you guys already know everything that's about this desk setup. If you want more details, I'll leave a link down below in the description where you guys can get more detail. But just to quickly go over everything, this desk right here is from Rove Concepts. Again, I love how the aesthetic of this desk is, man. Like the little details here on the legs. It's a sit-stand desk as well. So whenever I feel tired, I just click that button and I could just start getting the blood flowing, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of the major things when it comes to a desk setup. It has to be a sit-stand desk for me because it gets so tiring just sitting down all day. The fact that I could just get up, I could start like moving around. It's just way more healthier for you overall. And I love the fact that my desk is facing a window, so I could just readjust my eyesight, because if you didn't know, if you stay behind a desk with like a wall, it kind of, if you do it for a long period of time, it messes up your eyesight, and it kind of almost like it's a fixed lens. So sometimes I could readjust my eyes, look further out in the distance, and then look back here, having the flexibility to just look at this beautiful view and then lock back into work is such a blessing. But yeah, let's talk about the peripherals on the desk real quick. Let's start off with my audio input. This is from Elgato. It's the Elgato Wave 3 mic, Elgato Wave mic arm. And then for my interface, I'm using the Wave XLR interface right here. On top of my Rove Concept desk, we have two 5K Apple Studio displays. Perfect color accuracy whenever I'm editing. So sharp, it's 5K. There's not much you could complain about. And then powering those displays is my M4 Max Studio. So this is plenty powerful for the content I have to produce. And then on top of that, we have my wireless charger, iPhone Air, just chilling on this right here. So if you guys didn't know, I really like Astro Boy. It's one of those characters I watched growing up. And I just love the overall theme and the vibe that Astro Boy portrays. So I have this wireless charger and a figure from Astro Boy right there. Headphones of choice, I'm using the Rode NTG headset. Very comfortable. I love wired headset instead of wireless when it comes to actual getting work done, because to me it's no delay. It gets the job done. I don't have to worry about charging anything. And then on top, we have some little personal stuff. I got this as a gift, BMW M8. My friend put a Spider-Man on it. I don't know why, kind of messed up the thing. But nonetheless, we still have it there. It's good for memories. OG keyboard here. I think it's from Mojo. It's the Mojo 84. Love this keyboard. Logitech MX Master. Can't complain. This chair right here is a Herman Miller Logitech collab. I mean, it's a chair, but just in case you guys were wondering. One thing that's new with this entire desk setup, guys, is my bookshelf. So this is my little artistic area. So this is a bookshelf from Design Within Reach, and on top of this, I tried to decorate it to my style. So I have a bunch of books. I know what you're saying, Shevon, how do you read all those books? I don't, you know what I'm saying? I never ever read these books. I just feel like one day I'll probably read them. Every type of book right here is actually something I'd see myself reading. So I decided to pick them up, and hopefully one day whenever I get, I don't know, bored enough, I'll start reading them, or if I feel like I need to expand my knowledge. One I started reading is Rich Dad Poor Dad. I also reading, not that one. Yeah, The Art of Saying No. This is something I actually had a hard time with, because I feel like every time somebody asks me something, I have to say yes. So this book actually really helped with me to tell people no sometimes. Not every time, even if you're in the position to help someone, you don't really have to, or if somebody wants you to do this, you don't have to do it. Like, you're your own person, right? And as I said before, I'm huge on Lego. So these little plants right here are all Lego plants. And to me, this was one of the most fun builds I've ever done. I know I have a lot of free time. I'll be just cooking up the Legos. I even have more down here as well. Then we have my Astro Boy figure right here. This is my prized position. My boy just listening the Sony XM4s. And I have this, I always keep this weight, even though I can't use it. But this is the first weight that I bought myself when I just started my gym journey. And I remember, like, I used to use this in the gym because I was too scared to go to a public gym, being so weak. I think it was so embarrassing. And I remember I was struggling, bro, struggling with this. Like, I could have hardly lifted up. It was crazy, but now I could easily lift it, like do everything. So I just keep it because it just reminds me of the not skinny days, but like the start to my fitness journey. So I always just keep it. This floor lamp is from Gantri. And I have another real plant, snake plant right here, my first ever plant that I've been growing for 2 years. I remember when I just got this, it was right here, now it's up here. I love it because it doesn't take too much maintenance, but that's generally the overall living room and office space. We do have like my robot vacuum cleaner here from Dreamy. Really nice if you don't have time to actually clean and mop the floors. You just get that cycle running, you use the app, and it just literally does its own thing. And off to the side right here, I have another desk, not desk, but a dresser unit from Rove Concepts. I really like this because it doesn't look like something you'd put clothes in. It looks really nice in the living room. But if you look, it's literally just like more clothes in here. Did you think clothes was in this?
Hell no.
Exactly. I have 2 more gifts up here. I have this flower thing again. I don't know what you call it, but I feel like it looks really nice on the desk. And also I have my not humidifier. I really like this because it purifies the air, and then like you could add your own scents to it. So I usually pick up scents that they have like I feel like I pick one up every 6 months. So I have a bunch of different scents you could choose from. This is a cheat code. Whenever you have guests coming over, you just get this running and it's like the whole crib is smelling blessed. I have 2 more books on here for display. Cause kind of hype beasts. I just went with the hype, but then again, I feel like it matched the tones of the area. All right, guys, I almost forgot, but we have the shoe collection, and I know the shoe collection has grown massively since I did my last condo tour. I don't think I'll go through every single thing right now, but recently I feel like my shoe style has been changing a lot. And I know last time I said my favorite shoe in the collection is like Jordan 4s or LVs, the LV trainers right here, but one thing I've been wearing a lot recently is more flat shoes like this, where it's just more casual. It's not too sporty. You could dress it up. You could wear it with jeans. I feel like I've gravitated into these a lot more. And for example, for me, the shoe of the year is these Prada suede cups. I've been loving Prada cups recently. So I have a couple of this in white, which is not suede. They all have different materials. So this is the white one right here. I really love these shoes. Like, it's just way different from what I'm usually used to. And for example, like these Rick Owens, these are the shoes that I feel like I've been wearing a lot recently. But this is the last Prada cups. A lot of people tell me I have too many shoes, but I don't know. This is like all the Nocta, pink Nocta, yellow ones, blue ones. I never wore this in my life, but I think I just like collecting shoes at this point. And this is all the LV trainers right here. One of my grail pieces that beat down, Tiffany & Co. I know the last video I told you guys, I don't know when I'm gonna start wearing this, but I beat this one up tremendously. This is the most uncomfortable shoe I ever wear in my entire life. Do not recommend buying these shoes. Still have this. This is my first ever designer shoe. I remember when I bought this, I took a picture and I'm like, yeah, we made it. Holy smokes. This was a time. I don't even know how I could wear this anymore, bro. It's like, it doesn't even work with fits right now. That's a little quick shoe collection. Let me know if I should stop buying shoes or I should continue. I even have more like in the closet up there, but I feel like probably later on down the line when I move out and stuff, I'll show you guys an in-depth shoe collection and closet tour if you want to see it. All right, so this is my bedroom. It's a 2+2, so 2 bed, 2 bath. I use one of the bedrooms for the office. So first off, let's, I guess, talk about the bed. This bed is from Rove Concepts, but I really like the cream bed frame right here. And it's like very aesthetic, I like it. And also to complement it, we have 2 bedside tables from Rove Concepts as well. Let's take a look over this side. So on top of this one, I just have, again, another Google Nest Hub, but this one is called a Google tablet. So the cool thing about this one is that I could take it off the speaker and I could actually use it as a tablet. So I could go in, watch YouTube videos. It's literally just a tablet. You could take it with you outside, do whatever you want. Also have this lamp right here from Gantri. It produces some really nice warm light. You could control it with a switch. And I have my Anker wireless charger just chilling off to the side right there. I have my Dyson air purifier right here. Sometimes when I'm not using the AC, I feel like this is just way better because sometimes the AC lets me get stuffy, and I feel like this just cleans, purifies the air way better. So I have this right here. I like it because it also produces warm air, like heat. So in the winter times, I'll turn this on and yeah, it keeps me nice, warm, and cozy. Over this side, we have my watch collection. This is where I keep all of my watches that I probably use every day. And then this is like the little jewelry area. I just literally dump everything in here. I definitely need like a way better like jewelry watch box or something like that. So if you guys have any recommendations, leave it down below. One of the pieces I picked up recently is my Rolex Daytona on Oyster Flex. Really nice watch. Came right in time for hitting 500 subscribers. I feel like every watch that I have has a sentimental like value to it. It has a story, and the Daytona marks the 500K subscriber mark. I have my little projector that I use at nighttime if I ever need to watch like YouTube or a Netflix show. And then we have this Nanoleaf floor lamp that adds a little backsplash at nighttime. You guys will see I also have Nanoleaf shapes up top. I could change all the lights in here with the Nanoleaf app. So if I want to use purple, blue, red, yellow, whatever the vibe is, I could just change it, because if you realize this condo doesn't have any ceiling lights, which is kind of annoying. So I had to improvise, and luckily Nanoleaf had products like this that I could use. So yeah, that's the lighting setup for the bedroom. I have this huge mirror right here that I picked up from IKEA. I know it's kind of big for the space, but I could make sure my fit is good before I leave. Right inside here, we have the ensuite washroom. It's nothing too crazy. It's literally just a washroom. Off to the right side, I have the little mini walk-in closet. You know what I'm saying? So this is where I have like all my clothes. Definitely need more space, guys. So I'm actually excited to move out soon, so I could actually have like a dedicated space for my clothes and stuff. Another Philips Hue switch right here to control this light specifically. I did this when I just moved out the first time. It's like a little makeshift pegboard to house like all of my skincare stuff. Right here we have the basin, another Google Nest Hub. I actually really like having this here because I could see the time, the date, I could ask questions about the weather, and then again, it's music as well. So if I'm ever showering, I hear the music. We also have my cologne collection right here. So this is all the colognes. If you ever wonder what Chevy's smelling like, it's probably this one from LV, which is Fleur de Dessert. This is my daily as well. Another 13 from Le Labo. And during the winter seasons, I like to use Stronger With You Intensely right here. And I know Adele's gonna get cheese, but this is the recent pickup right here from Loewe. This is really nice. I get tons of compliments with this. I know a lot of you guys always ask like for me to do like a cologne collection, blah, blah. So this is the closest it's gonna get to a cologne collection video. And then down here, we just have more skincare, a bunch of Aesop stuff that I always get. And this gift was from Loewe when we went to that little event. But yeah, that's enough for the washroom. Let's get the out of here. All right, y'all, so that's gonna wrap up the final ever look at this condo that I've been living at for like a year now. Really love it. I'm definitely gonna miss it, especially having all the lake views, the city views, and everything was sick. Before we go though, I think I have to show you guys one more thing, and that's the balcony. Let's go. All right, it's probably loud out here, but this is where I spend the least time, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm actually glad I didn't spend money like trying to furnish this. She would like, bro, look how big this balcony is. It actually doesn't even make sense. It's insanely big, like you could do laps. Apparently they're building a huge city out here in, I don't know, next 20 years. Hopefully I live to see that. And then this is the city side. Obviously the Centaur view is gone. You could probably see the little tip right there. It's really nice to have a balcony though, because I do come out here sometimes, especially during the morning, have my coffee, and I just take in all the views. I appreciate life. All right, so that's gonna wrap up the condo tour for 2025. It finally happened. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If there's anything I missed in detail, let me know down below in the comments and I'll get back to you guys. But don't worry, the move-in vlog is coming soon. New condo, we're on to bigger and better things. Huge thanks to Lian Li for making this video possible. First link down below in the description to check out the desk pegboard setup. And yeah, always remember guys, slow motion better than no motion. Love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out. Now we have to talk about all the little, what the? Now we have to talk about all the little items we have on this. It's a nice little surveillance camera to make sure that my living room is safe and secure if I'm never here.